Hello everyone and welcome to my little corner of the internet. My name's Michael and I'm bitten by radioactive book. Today is Tuesday and that means Tic Tac Tuesday on my channel, and I want to do the 15 weird questions tag. I saw that on Hannah's channel from Craving Books and at Vanessa Bettino's channel, and I thought the questions were fun, and so yeah, let's get started. Question 1. A nickname you get called. My last name is actually Pauli, and since I'm like 3 years old, the children came to my parents' house and asked, is Pauli coming out to play? And so that just stuck. It was in kindergarten, it was in preschool, it was in school, in university, even in the workplace. So everybody actually calls me Pauli, except my family, of course, and the booktube community, because I introduced myself here as Michael, because I thought it would be easier for like the international crowd to pronounce. And so I'm going here with Michael, but normally everybody else just calls me Pauli. Question 2. A weird habit. I don't know if I have a weird habit. What I normally do when I think is something like this. And people told me, oh, is this your subtle way of giving me the finger? But it's just how I think. Is that weird? Don't know. Question 3. A weird phobia. Oh yes, I have a phobia and strange disgust of everything that is fruit. That seems totally crazy. It has to be something psychological, but we don't know what it is. So my parents told me when I was about like 2.5 years old, I like vomited up everything that had to do with fruit, and I just couldn't eat it anymore. And for me, it's like I can't touch it. I can't stand smelling it. If you sit next to me and eat something really disgusting, like a peach, for example, I have to leave the room because I can't smell that. That is well. So yeah, it's really strange. Over the course of the years, I know a few other people who have the same thing. For me, the strange exception is like lemon, so at least I can drink some lemon flavored things and get a bit of vitamin D from that, or vitamin C. But yeah, fruit is totally off the table for me, and it's that crazy. If you're not sure if something is a vegetable or fruit, bring it to me. If I vomit, it's a fruit. If I can eat it, it's a vegetable. 100% certainty. Question 4. A song you are ashamed of to like, and so you blast it only in private. I'm not ashamed of any of the music I listen to. There are some things that you wouldn't expect me to listen to, because I normally listen to all different kinds of heavy metal, normally more the heavier stuff like death metal, black metal, yeah, pagan. And so you wouldn't expect a guy like me to listen to the occasional Japanese upbeat pop song like Morning Musume, but I do. So I'm not ashamed of that. But that might be something you wouldn't expect me to listen to. Question 5. A pet peeve. Normally, just when people are intolerant. When people are annoying and don't mind their own business, stuff like that. So yeah. Question 6. A nervous habit. What do you mean? I don't have a nervous habit. Have I? Have I? Do you? No. Really not. Question 7. What side of the bed do you sleep on? Another psychological thing? I don't know. Normally like in the middle, but I prefer always the side that is facing away from the door and that is facing a wall. I don't know why, but that is the more comfy side to face, because I sleep on my sides. Yeah. Question 8. The name of your first stuffed animal. That would be the Schlaftier, which roughly translate to, or literally translate to the sleeping animal. It was some kind of, I think, lamb, and it was like at the end of the 70s, so it had a weird green 70s kind of color, and it was filled just with foam, but I loved it to pieces, literally. So there was the point where where my parents were afraid that I would maybe choke on little pieces of it, and so it had to go away. And actually there was a master plan hatched, because I was inseparable from the Schlaftier. So one evening when my parents were away and I had to sleep at my grandmother actually took the Schlaftier and put it into the cushion, I think, so I couldn't find it. And then she always told me, "Oh yeah, I will look for it, I will find it," and she never did. And then it was gone. And of course, like, she threw it away because it was a safety hazard. And I never knew that. And then suddenly, I think on one of my birthdays, like the 18th or 19th, so years later, my grandmother told that story, and I was like, "What? You did that?" I had no idea. That was yeah, really hilarious. But that was my first stuffed animal. Question 9. What do you buy at Starbucks? Now, when it comes to coffee, I'm quite conservative because I just drink coffee black. I think that is the Americano at Starbucks, so that is the only thing I buy there. Question 10. A beauty rule. Look at this. There are no rules. Question 11. Which way do you face in the shower? Away from the water, I think. Just when I'm soaped in, I turn around once or twice to get it all off, but yeah, normally away from the water. Question 12. A weird body skill. I don't know if it's weird, but I always sit, like just right now, in a yoga seat. So my legs are like this, on top of each other, and yeah, that's a very comfortable position for me. Many friends of mine are always like, "Oh, how can you sit like that? I would break my legs and stuff," but I do it for almost 3 decades now, and it seems natural to me. I think it totally messed up my legs and stuff, so when I try to sit normally, it's always like a chaos. Yeah, but this is just how I sit. Question 13 is a comfort food. Normally I prefer salty snacks to sweet snacks, so I eat a bit of chocolate but not much. So crisps, chips, stuff like that, yeah. Question 14. A word or phrase you say all the time. I don't know if I say it all the time, but some friends tell me that a weird thing I do is when I look for something. I don't ask like, where's the glass? I ask like, if I were a glass, where would I be? So that is something that I always do. Yeah, so that might be a phrase I use often. And question 15, what do you sleep in? Normally I love pajama pants. They are very comfy and I like those, but I hate pajama tops. So I usually buy like the pajama and then I throw the top away and just keep the pants. And on top I normally wear older metal t-shirts, because of course heavy metal, I have a lot of band t-shirts, and there are a lot of loft t-shirts that I have like for 2 decades now, and that I can't really wear outside anymore because they have holes in it or just look crappy. But I dearly love them because they remind me on the concerts I went and got them and stuff like that, and I usually wear those at night to go with the pajama pants. So, these were my answers to the 15 weird questions. I hope it entertained you a bit. If it did, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of me, subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I hope that you will get bitten by a really good book too. Bye!